What's good, everybody?
Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
How's everybody doing tonight? It's the NFL rumor mill. We have news about teams agreeing to trades and stuff like that. So the Rams are sending a first, a fifth, and a sixth, or it's like a sixth and a third next year to the Chiefs for Trent McDuffie, their all-pro corner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And now the asking price, I mean that's a heavy price to pay for, a player. Number one. Number two, he only has 1 year left on his contract. So, question of the day, are they actually going to sign an extension? Are they going to extend McDuffie? Are they going to throw all that money at him? Because he's going to want top corner in the league money, right? And as the offseason goes, there's guys, free agents like, the Seahawks have it's like Jacob Joby. He's a free agent. He's a pretty good corner. They have Reek Woolen, the guy the 6'4" corner. He runs a 4.26 40. I mean, like, what else do you want in a cornerback? Okay. These are free agents, unrestricted free agents. And they choose to trade a bunch of picks to the Chiefs for Trent McDuffie. Now, I do question the issue here. What up, Kenny?
What's up,
John Jay from the Bay
What's up,
Area.
John Jay?
John Jay from the Bay.
But it's like, I mean, so if you're trading for a guy for 1 year, that's a lot of picks to give up.
I think if he does good, I think the lamb chops will extend him.
I honestly think they'll probably extend him. Like that, they should actually, like, March 9th, I think, is when they can, because they can't actually trade him. They just agree to trade. So the free agent market will open up, and all of a sudden Trent McDuffie's going to be like, well, this guy signed for this much. I'm going to want more than that guy. Now, this is a Rams problem,
greedy.
not us problem. So,
are you upset about the news?
Yeah, I was talking about Trent McDuffie getting traded. There's a lot of reports about the Niners are going to move on from Trent Williams. It's like, well, you should have picked his successor.
How about last year? That would have been a better idea.
But, I mean, it's just one of those things, buddy.
Corona.
He's expensive. He's old. There comes a certain point in time where you got to move on. I like Trent Williams, being out there, yeah. But at
10 years ago,
38 years old, it's like he's not going to be around for long.
He should be coaching.
He might play what? He might play another season.
Two
2 seasons.
Two, if we're lucky. Yeah.
So I don't, we honestly don't know what's going to happen. March 9th is when, everyone could talk to free agents, and like right at the start of the league years when they, cut players post June 1st, yada, yada. We'll just see what happens. That's 5 to 7 days away right there. That's the window we'll be watching.
It's on the 11th?
The 11th is the start of the new league year. that's when all of a sudden we know what the cap's actually going to be. Like, we know how much money we're actually going to have to spend. And that's like, I mean, Trent Williams' cap hit's a problem. So, Niners, we really did this to ourselves. So,
Well, we were
see how
supposed to have
John
a
Lynch
Super Bowl.
navigates this.
We were supposed to have a Super Bowl by now.
We should be having like 3 Super Bowls by now.
At least 2, to be honest.
At least.
But yeah, so here we are. You know, like I was talking about the Seahawks, Kenny Reek Will, and I was talking about that. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
And the Rams just gave up all those picks, and they're going to have to pay someone around the same amount of money. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, maybe my brain's telling me something weird. It just doesn't make sense to me. If I was the Rams, I would have just gone after the guy in free agency.
What about both?
Save your picks. Hey, I did suggest that. We were texting about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they do that, it's like, okay, you guys just literally spent your extra cap money on 2 players, so you're not going to be doing much.
But this year is it. I mean, the Super Bowl's in Los Angeles. You saw what it did to the Niners last year. And that's what they're going to be going through this year. They're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink and maybe that too to try and get that Super Bowl. But don't forget, there's another team that plays in Los Angeles.
There is.
And they have a pretty good chance of going to the Super Bowl too.
They have a lot of money to spend too.
They have a lot of money, and they're going to have 2 all-star tackles coming back next year. Well, all-star, all-pro, whatever you say.
And it's just it's just one of those situations, right? Like, the offseason is literally about to kick off. There's rumors flying around. Oh, the Niners are going to trade for Max Crosby. Okay. I hate to put a damper on that, folks, but the Niners and the Raiders have never traded.
I don't think they ever will.
Okay. And Al Davis's son, Mark Davis, runs the team. So the chances of us actually being able to pull off a trade, I think a snowball's chance in hell comes to mind. Right?
Yeah.
So
highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely is I think an understatement.
At best, yeah. But there is talk about the Bears.
The Bears. What, trading for Trent?
Yeah, they're going.
I think I know who started that rumor.
No, that was me, and I think that's a great idea. Let the Bears go to the Super Bowl. God bless them. I'm saying that the Max Crosby thing has wings with the Bears. There's some truth to that.
They're already paying like Montez Sweat an edge. So then, they get Max Crosby, they're paying another edge, which is fine. They're paying a corner. They just lost their center. The guy I wanted in free agency, I am now glad we didn't get.
Yeah, he would have been like Mac, right? We got him right before he retired.
Yeah, at age 27, I mean, you still got years left, buddy. Like, you could have put in another year or 2 and then said, yeah, see ya.
Yeah, but think about if you had all that money. I mean, would you want to go to work tomorrow? I wouldn't. I could live off my first contract and I would disappear. Well, I'll tell you right now.
I don't know how much money he's made in his life, but I don't think that Chicago spent a lot of money on him. Matter of fact, I'm going to look that up.
That probably wasn't very much because of his age. And why was he let go anyway? Typically, you get let go because you're too expensive to re-sign or you're not good enough to re-sign.
Hey, you think the Niners
not saying you don't want to re-sign them, but you think what?
You think the Niners going to pick up Crosby or not?
I don't think so.
No.
So he got $28 million guaranteed, $6 million at signing. It was a $42 million 3-year contract.
Oh.
So basically, he probably walked away with $14 million.
Just like that.
Tommy's in the chat.
If I have 14 million, you don't see me again. You may see me in an obituary, but you will never see me at work again.
Well, he might have said, "Look, I got enough to start my business. I'm out."
Yeah,
Maybe
no
his
shit.
dad played quite a few years. Maybe his dad's health has something to do with it, right?
Chris,
Yes.
Minnesota Viking. I
Tommy, what's
believe.
good, buddy?
What's up, Tommy?
Bebop.
Tom.
He also
What's up,
drives a
Bebop?
Turbo Mini Cooper for some reason.
Ah, well, those are just dope. That's why. Got the Union Jack on it.
Yeah, Crazy Juice. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
check that out, Kenny.
What? You wouldn't have rather had him than? Is that SpongeBob? What is that? Cheese?
Huh?
What is that?
That's a crown.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I looked like SpongeBob for a second, right?
You showed that earlier in the show.
I only saw that for a second.
And this is true. This is true. A lot of players don't earn the money that's invested in them.
That's true. I was listening to because I have a Roku TV and you can watch YouTube. And Cam Newton was talking about the money that why players want money because they never get paid everything. And there's also I'm kind of a little upset that Spongy's not here because he always has a great take about his goofy Eagles. Yes, I call him Goofy. That the general manager, what he does is he does what the Saints did like over a decade ago when they gave Breeze a maximum contract, but they only paid Breeze a fraction of that contract. And so teams have been recently copying that model where they give them all the money, but what they do is when they do restructure or extension, they take the money and they just like spread it out. So for the example, a player's making $50 million after 3 years, they spread the money or they just extend the money. And so they never get their money. And look at Jalen Hurts' contract. He's only getting $48 million throughout his 5-year, and the rest of that money is going to be spread out, which is kind of messed up.
The Patriots released Diggs.
Yeah.
How many teams? He's on.
This going on his fourth team.
Damn. He almost won a Super Bowl.
Nah, not even close.
Well, I mean, they were in the Super Bowl. It's pretty good.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. I was on your community tab, Kenny, and I saw your stats graph or whatever that was about.
Yeah, what do you think?
When a quarterback, and I've said this many times, when they don't have receivers, running backs, offensive line, they don't play well.
They don't.
That's why they need help. It's like a quarterback needs to have a system to be good.
That starts with your head coach, by the way.
Yeah.
And Stefanski just didn't like the guy, and now Stefanski's in what do you call it? Limbo right now with the Falcons. Their best player last year, he just went to jail, or probably going to jail. They also they gave their first round pick away. So they don't have a first round pick this year. And now Stefanski rolls in there and all these issues start happening. Plus he got his report card from the Browns, and the Browns got an F for Stefanski. So that's what his rating was. It was terrible. So they're cleaning house in some franchises, and other franchises are collecting the trash.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to nitpick, but the year Minnesota.
Lord ass. Shit, I wish I could get 200 pounds. That'd be nice if I could hit 200 pounds. I don't want
to nitpick, but that year Kirk Cousins won a playoff game against the Saints, and then the Niners like murdered them the following week in that game at Levi's in, I think, 2019.
Oh, when he was on Minnesota.
Yeah. So I was like, what? Why is this guy being overhyped? Why is he being overhyped? And we saw it, like we saw it that
Schwartz.
yeah. And that's another mistake Cleveland. And again, I'm not a Cleveland fan. I don't know what they wanted, but when Baker Mayfield was really, really good, when they fired Hugh Jackson, they should have kept Greg Williams, who was pretty good. But they went with Freddie Kitchens, and then they brought in Stefanski, and now Stefanski's getting fired. It's like the Browns are like a dumpster fire.
Well, remember, Stefanski got Coach of the Year twice, but he's never won his own division. So it lets you know, like, how these people are chosen and who's choosing them. I don't know. It's crazy. Tommy, I'm sorry. I totally missed that, bro.
Well, what he saying?
Hard hat. You were talking about Up in Smoke, and I thought I was too light.
Up in Smoke.
I was trying to put on weight. So I haven't seen that movie in so long, though.
Up in Smoke. Up in
I would
Smoke.
love to see that. I would love to get something from Strawberry right now. That would be nice.
So, Corona, you ready for my Giants to whoop your Dodgers?
Not happening.
Or whatever.
Those Doyers.
You know those Dodgers going back to back to back.
No, they're not. They got lucky. First, they got lucky that the refs helped them out beat against the Yankees, and then you guys had the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are horrible, so you guys had an easy path.
And we got that ball magic, or
you guys had that easy path.
You were like the Seattle Seahawks of baseball.
Oh hell no! So if we win this time, what's your excuse now?
Yeah, see, I like the World Baseball Classic. That shit I like a lot.
Oh,
I like the countries going at it with each other. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, they played Mexico, Dodgers in Mexico today.
Are they going to even let Cuba participate this year?
Yes, they are.
Good. I showed my Cuba jersey last show.
Football channel.
We're not talking about international baseball, are we?
I was trolling Corona with the best baseball
shame
team.
on you, gentlemen.
I was trolling Corona with the best baseball team. It's not the Yankees.
No, you know who's going to be in the World Series this year? It's going to be the Dodgers and Boston rematch.
I don't know if Tommy's still here. I'm going to root for the Peruvian Flakes. He'll get that one from the movie.
Peruvian Flakes. So, it's the off season. Rumors flying. Trade for Justin Jefferson, trade for Max Crosby. It's kind of like, okay,
we're getting Joey Bosa.
We're getting Joey Bosa.
Debo
I don't
Samuel.
remember what, like, there's
we're
so
getting
many.
Debo.
Getting Dante Johnson's coming back.
Dante Johnson.
We're getting that guy from number 53 on the Vikings.
Cam Latu's coming back. TDP is coming back. We're going to run it back. This year, we're running it back. 7.0 Revenge Tour. Let's go.
So, honestly, it's like, like whoever pays Reek Woolen pays Reek Woolen. At least, hopefully, he don't end up back in Seattle. Okay.
I don't think so.
Their safety, they're actually losing like 3 or 4 of their defensive backfield. The starters, they're losing.
Yeah, they're going to have to move on from a lot of good players and do it in the draft.
Like Boye Mafe, they're losing him. They're losing. I don't know. I don't even know who they franchise tagged. Like, I don't know if they did. We didn't. We didn't franchise tag a soul.
I don't think we've done anything.
What's good, Daniel Barry?
Oh my God, Daniel Barry. I had a dream. Daniel Barry was in my dream, and I saw his face. It was so weird. But I don't know what the hell Daniel Barry looks like. So it was so weird. And I was like, Daniel Barry? Dude, it was the weirdest thing ever. I was at a bar in my dream, and I saw Daniel Barry. Why? Because he does that. See the pines? That's why. He's like putting stuff in my head, Daniel Barry. Darwin's Raven entered the chat.
Okay.
Our correspondent who was live at the combine. How are you, Levis?
Ooh.
Levi.
You have
What's
to
happening,
unmute
buddy?
yourself.
Indeed, I do. Got multiple ways to mute. I am so exhausted. I am so tired. The night
Yeah.
before the combine, I didn't sleep at all, and I took
But did you eat well?
at the combine. Actually, I ate fantastic.
That's more important. That's more.
I
Important.
felt, man, I was sitting there though. The suite came with like pizza, salad, like smoked wings, tons of little baked goods, but also unlimited beer, wine, and champagne. But the whole time I'm like, I can't fucking drink. I'm here on business.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there just drinking water all day.
Yeah, stay away from that stuff. It makes you chubby. Beer.
Okay.
Stick to the hard alcohol.
I know. I haven't had Actually, I had one drink the moment I came back. I went and got a steak dinner and I got a drink with it. Other than that, I haven't drank it in God knows how long now for that exact reason.
I know. I don't know why, but I have friends who enjoy their beverages, but for whatever the reason, they say to me, "We have beer guts," and I said, "How? We drink too much beer."
Yeah, I don't like beer.
Beer, if you like the flavor of beer, what is it called? You have, shit.
You're German.
No.
Oh wow.
There's a psychological term for it.
You're a beerophile?
Basically, you got abused so much that you started to like your
God.
abusers, technically.
Damn.
Hold on, I'm going to look up the...
I only drink red wine like kings.
I do not.
Wow.
Drink.
So the only guys that were the Atlanta Falcons franchise tag Kyle Pitts.
Stockholm
Cowboys
syndrome.
did
That's what
George
it is.
Pickens.
Yes, they did.
If you like beer, you have Stockholm syndrome.
Did Alex Pierce get tagged yet?
Wow.
Or at all?
No, it's because they tagged Dan Jones, so they cannot tag Alex Pierce.
So
What's
now
up, Levi?
Pierce-
They gave Daniel
David.
Jones the transition tag. Now what does that mean?
Dan Jones.
No, yeah, he's coming back.
It's
guys.
a slightly different number, I think.
They were doing well until he left. I don't think you don't bring him back. That's crazy.
Giants.
The people in
fans
India,
so mad.
my Lyft drivers absolutely love Dan Jones. They really
Where is Richardson going to end up? That's what I want to know.
It's all on his agents, honestly.
Probably
There you go.
Philly.
Oh,
Philly
they
or
said
the Ravens.
they said the Dolphins.
Philly or the Ravens. I heard Tua might be going to the Jets.
We got the Gatorade Combine.
Nice.
I
I love
heard it,
swag.
I don't know if you guys talked about it already, but
NFL Combine
Swag.
I think Kyler Murray's going to get cut.
No, he's going somewhere.
Well, yeah, they already said they're going to.
Oh yeah, he's going to the Vikings. I think
They already made that.
Oh, they already
announcement
did?
to him. Yeah,
Okay.
They officially said he will be cut. So they might just be waiting for June 1st, so they don't have to use, because you get 2 designations of pre-June 1st that count post.
Well,
I'm sorry, June.
Yeah,
1st.
money wise.
Yeah, you get 2 exemptions per year, so they might not want to burn that on him. And basically, it's kind of also a middle finger like to the quarterback, because he gets less time to negotiate, and no matter what, he hits round 2 of free agency.
Is that soon, or is that like June 1st or something? Because I thought the Niners were going to wait, so they didn't have to pay Trent this bonus money. Because if they drop him after the 1st or some shit, they don't owe him anything or something. I'm not 100% on that.
They said the Cardinals might pick up Jimmy G.
Cardinals
My favorite
are.
thing, I don't
For a
have
while,
it
they've
here.
been looking at that.
They gave us the brand new Gatorade bottles, like with the pod stuffs that they're like, advertising like crazy. And of course, it's got the official NFL Combine on it and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been flexing in the gym a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
I came right back in.
Imagine if Jimmy G goes to the Cardinals and we play him 2 times a year.
No, he won't be the starter. I don't think he's to be the starter though.
Let's see.
He might be a bridge.
So if they release him, who's going to be the starter?
They might draft somebody.
By
Or
the
have
way,
a trade
Kenny,
in mind.
March
Yeah.
11th, 4 p.m. is the official start of free agency.
Oh, yeah, no, that, yeah.
On the 9th is when they can kind of start tampering a little bit. So we're in 5 days away from where we start seeing those pre-announced deals that they can't sign till the 11th is what it is. That's going to be a big day. Sorry.
Tommy says he misses you, Levi.
I know, right? Man, that bald head. I was sitting right under the Browns and Steelers scouting department. A couple times I looked back and I caught them like looking down at me.
They're looking at your bald head, or what?
Probably. They're like, look at that bald motherfucker. I have it actually here. I actually made a custom shirt that says "Looking for Scouting Internship," and I wore that shit just sat right in front of them. The whole time.
Nice.
I wanted to talk to him, but also at the same time, I thought it would be a little unprofessional. They're
Oh,
there
you
to
took
do
a picture
work.
with Hasselback, right?
Yeah, I got actually, I have 12 minutes of just straight him, and I double checked that the audio came through, and it did. I might have some untold stories. There was only me and 2 other people recording, so I might have some legit untold stories from Matt.
Did he know? He knew you were recording.
And Kenny, you'll like this. I got to make a short of it.
Okay.
One of the kids straight looked at Matt Hasselback and was like, "So what was it like to lose that Super Bowl?" And all of us were like, "Oh,
yeah." You have to play the music. The like, dun,
oh, dude, I know. I'm
So
like,
what he
that's
say?
straight
What he
fire.
say?
You know, he's all right with it. He's at peace at it with it. Like,
of course,
you
yeah.
know, I know I got my.
Who they
He
play
got-
that year? They played the
he got
Ravens,
the-
no?
He got the script in the beginning of the year. He knows.
They played the Ravens in that Super Bowl, no?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Hey, Levi, what'd your vertical jump end up being?
Between 27 and 30 inches. They
Ooh.
little bastards. When I did the actual vertical on the field for the second jump, they didn't really like to. I was like, how high is he? He's like, I don't know how much I've moved it up. And I was like, man, fuck you. But the second day when I went to the fan experience, they were able to measure it, and that one was 27. But I felt like I jumped better. What's funny is I ran better 40s on day 2, but my vertical and broad were way better on day 1.
You lost the explosiveness, but you built up your muscles.
Going in and doing that workout on 0 hours of sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I checked in early. I actually got to meet Kobe. What is his name? I wrote it down here. I met a guy at the hotel. So I was sitting there. Korey is his name. He got camp invites for the Ravens and the Giants last year. But I was just sitting at my Staybridge suite. I couldn't check into my room yet because I got there so early, and the combine wasn't open yet.
Did you
So,
reek of weed? Did you reek of weed?
Oh no, man! I've been actually I've been scaling back almost non-existent at this point.
Yeah, you should. I try and tell people this all the time.
But I was
wasting
setting
your
up my
money.
scouting notes, and he kind of stepped over, and he was like, "Are you a scout?" And I was like, "No, just a wannabe one." But I spent a lot of time talking with him. He was there for I think it's Brandon Cisse. I know the last name Cisse, University of South Carolina cornerback, who's actually kind of like a border first round, second round guy. We talked about him on the mock draft a little bit. He's 20 years old, super young, junior coming out, 3 years. So, they played together at the Wolfpack. And actually, on my flight home, there were a bunch of Ball State tight ends coming down here for spring break to party. So I spent some time talking to some of the Ball State guys.
That's cool.
They were super nice. Dude, it was an unbelievable experience both days. I wish I would have stayed for offensive linemen. Keegan Tross answered me back on Instagram as well. I told him, I was like, yo, fuck these haters. Your feet in that mirror drill were about the best in everybody. And when you on your screen drill, it looked like a breeze. So
you mentioned the guys from Ball State. Did you meet anyone from Testicle Tech? TT?
Wow.
I'm just saying. Well, it's actually I got to go down on the field too for the 40s and stuff like that. And we got trapped in an elevator for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They piled like 14 of us in this elevator. And they're like, Pat McAfee brings more than people than this all the time. And I literally looked at the guide and I was like, is there a weight limit sticker? And I was like looking down. He's like, oh, it's fine. Sure shit. That door closed.
So I was watching some of your shorts and I'm like, man, you're fast. I wonder why you're not in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm old. But fun fact, so I my 40 would qualify me as the second slowest tight end in this entire draft. And I guarantee you both those guys run faster at their pro days. Even at 4.74. These guys are setting historic numbers. Everyone other than quarterbacks hit historic numbers at the draft.
Yeah.
But I have 33-inch arms, so fuck them. I have elite level reach.
I have 24-inch pythons.
But yeah, I think I told y'all this story. They're trying to get rid of the bench at the combine and move it to force plate technology.
Wow.
Why? Because they're getting too big, or
What's the point?
It
Nobody's going to
doesn't-
do the combine anyway.
There's two reasons. The first is short arms in the NFL get you drafted lower, but short arms help you out on the bench press. Trust me, when I do my fucking 225, I struggle to get 3 or 4 reps at this.
Because you're not actually extending your arms.
But it's because
far.
I have 33-inch arms.
who's the top weight for the rates? Was it Sap?
I haven't actually even looked at the because they actually do the bench press the next day after, and they do it at 10 a.m. Which they said they wouldn't let us in, and then the Browns guy was telling me they let him in, so I'm a little pissed about that. But
You should have said you knew Shador.
what's funny, actually, the NFL Combine president called the defensive backs divas. Straight 100% called them divas.
You have to be.
He talked about how they don't want to run, they don't want to do the drills. They actually hide their first 40 time. Fun fact. They don't even show it in the stadium because they want them to run a second. But of course, they're like, yeah, don't use your phones. And then you see them immediately right after on their phones talking to their agent. What I run, what they say. Because even though they don't show it, they have it on the podcast, which you can get. So I had Bluetooth and listening to Rich Eisen the whole time while I was there. So I was just sitting there telling everybody around me because they give us these official things when you come in, and it has everyone who's listed and 40s and stuff like that. I didn't even bother with the fuck.
What stadium they do it? They did it in the Colts stadium.
Yeah,
no?
Lucas Oil, and it's going to be there for at least 2 more years. We talked about this with the Combine president. There are multiple teams actually trying.
Texans are one, probably.
They're not actually.
They're not?
There's 3 teams that have made bids, but
love
only
that
one
stadium.
serious.
I like
the
that
LA Rams
stadium.
at SoFi.
Of course.
The New England Patriots actually made a bid. But the number 1 contender right now,
Miami.
yeah, I want to hear your guesses because this is
I
none of us got it. None of us got it.
Damn.
SoFi.
It's warm. SoFi is number 2.
Oh wow.
But they're not serious enough about the medical side, and I'll explain that in a minute.
Arizona.
You got it. Arizona is actually the number 1 contender right now.
Arizona.
And they actually supposedly in their most recent offer really double. So the thing is this, when they built Lucas Oil,
Except throwback.
this guy's been in this position for 20 years. They are 21. They asked him, what do you need to get this done? So what they needed for the medical side was access to a hospital on a fiber optic network. So they laid specifically for the combine 16 miles of fiber optic through downtown Indianapolis all the way to the closest hospital. And then what they do is they bring in these 18-wheelers that just have MRI machines inside of them. And they have spots for 4, but they actually only use 3. And basically, it sends all of that data to the hospital over that fiber optic line. And I did the fucking math on it, actually. I made sure to keep it in my calculator.
Do those MRI machines have to be bigger than the average MRI machine?
Dude, who knows? I would love to be able to see inside of it.
Yeah.
They told me they do 470 MRIs over the 3 or 4 days of the combine. I did the math on it. Even if you've ever had an MRI, it can take an hour, 30 minutes.
Frightening.
It goes out.
At 20 minutes a pop, that is 36 straight hours of MRI data coming through and being interpreted, and that's on 20 minutes. That's
And you can't
less.
move. You're not supposed to move.
Why would they do MRIs for? To see if you're healthy?
Dude,
I
they
don't.
check medical history at least back to high school. And so actually, I'm not going to say who told me this, but I was informed by a player that I was talking to later that one of the top cornerbacks in the league's injury was worse than they've been letting on. And he didn't run at the combine, just saying. So I know I got some insider information for once.
Was it Jacoby Lane? Or he ran? He ran, I think.
That's not a top 2 corner.
Oh, I'm sorry, corner. It's my bad.
Yeah, so that's the big hiccup. A lot of the teams putting in.
Well, I
bids
heard
won't do the medical side.
Caleb Downs is the one who's got some kind of injury or pass injury, and that's really scaring
Yeah,
people. Plus, taking a safety in the first round, especially early, is like
Degenerative
extremely
ACL is the
unsuccessful.
rumor.
There you go.
Did you see the Indiana quarterback?
So he didn't throw, but he actually walked out, warmed up. Every time they showed him, even on the big board, the entire crowd, just like how they booed Carson Beck, the entire crowd
all he did was a bunch of rock and rolls on the floor. He's not.
I would have loved this, just like CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud went out there and proved why he was the best quarterback in that draft at the combine.
Mhm.
I love to see him throw.
What do you think about David McGovern? What do you think about David McGovern getting traded to the Texans?
That's cool. Him and Woody Marks. I love it.
I think the Lions made a good move there, to be honest.
Of course they did. They should have done it last year. I told them to do it last year.
They got
on a
decent draft
podcast.
assets. 2 picks, right?
You don't need both of those guys. Yeah.
And Juice Scruggs is not a bad guard.
No, not at all.
He can play center. So
people are making moves.
I wish we could pick him up and put Christian McCaffrey on the wide receiver for a little bit.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's stupid. We need to airheads the Niners and like invade the office and take over the draft and lock everyone out and hold people hostage, and we'll draft our own team and then we'll just go to jail after. Who's with me?
You know, it's funny, just like how they stormed Area 52
Nah,
page. Just make it.
I'll be okay.
Don't actually do it, but just make a
guys.
page claiming you're gonna do it.
I'll be okay. Don't worry about me in jail.
Oh, you serious, Kenny?
Don't worry about that shit.
Are you serious?
I'm willing to do it for the Niners.
I bet y'all took a sigh of relief though when that news today came out about Drew Altman.
We're airheads. We're airheadsing the Niners.
Wow.
You know what's gonna happen now.
Sign up. No.
Because y'all were after Drew Altman for a while as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the ICE list again. That's what's gonna happen.
You're already on it.
Excuse me, what are you gentlemen bothering me for? I was born in America. That's what I say.
It was awkward as shit to have your picture taken at the airport. They're like,
also, you want to hear?
Yeah, that is scary. By the way,
you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
When people say you weren't born in America, actually, Canada's America, United States is America,
South America is America.
Because this is called the American continent, people.
Also, the people who ended up in the Caribbean are people who walked there from South America.
I've had this argument.
Central America.
It's a supercontinent, but you are correct. It is all America.
Yeah, this is the American.
It was all one continent in the first place. So
also,
technically,
America is not an English word. Sorry. I'm going to history class again.
See, I'm Iberian. That's what I am. So that's everything and every continent and every person. No, that's just the center.
Grave.
Just like if you're from like our good friend Gavin, who's from Wales, and you're also Portuguese. You're all European.
That's right. It's true. It's true. The Celts and the Spanish and the Portuguese are actually very familiar with each other because of
This is Gavin. No, I am Welsh.
Well, you know that all the presidents are Welsh, right? You know, every single president there's ever been has Welsh descendants.
So you're saying our next president is Gavin?
He could be if he's related to an ex-president. President Gavin.
Go Juice. Shout out to Gavin if you don't know him. He's a good dude.
The Notorious.
Notorious.
Yeah, y'all only had really 4 scouts up in the booth too. Like I took all these pictures actually up of the booths where the scouts were at.
You mean they need scouts and they're not calling us? Now I'm sad.
I mean,
I feel like the
Rams didn't have anybody there. Their booth was empty.
The Rams have given up on their draft picks for the next couple of years. They're going all in.
I do not like the Rams, and I will never like the Rams. So I don't care what they do.
No, Rudy said he's gonna put a Rams jersey on you.
No, he's not. He has to drive up all the way up here, and he's not going to do that.
Yeah, nobody's going to do that.
Now he says he lives right next to you, so he said the crazy
5.5 hours.
Never that.
On 5 and 90.
If he give me a jersey and he's like, hey, put this on, you know what I would do? I'll wipe my you know what I mean? And after
your
that,
culo? Your culo?
Yeah, exactly. And after that, I'll fucking put some gasoline on it, fucking throw a match, and fucking.
Yeah, man.
Or give it to my
man starts the next
cousin.
giant wildfire.
To dust we all will return, like that jersey.
Crazy Juice says he does live close to me.
Yeah.
Careful, Crazy Juice. Careful.
I honestly, I lived in LA for a while, and I never saw anyone with a Rams jersey on, or a Rams T-shirt, or a
But-
Rams hat. It
but-
was always Raiders.
Yeah, but Rudy says that every time he leaves his house, he sees Rams jerseys everywhere. Well, I'm not from Riverside or wherever he lives now.
I don't know. I doubt that.
I
I
don't
think
see
we-
no. I don't see no Rams fans over here.
Yeah, I think we have
Also-
more Denver Bronco fans
also,
in Sacramento than.
Isn't Irvine not Los Angeles, or is it Los Angeles or whatever?
No,
It's-
no.
It's not technically, but
Okay.
they call Los Angeles a big area. You know what I mean? Like, there's
The
also the
greater
inland.
Los
There's the inland
Angeles.
there's the Inland Empire. There's like Canyon Country where like all the rich people live, and
I
they
remember-
have really
I remember-
nice supermarkets.
I remember Rudy was on my channel and he was asking me this question. He says, "Why is it called the San Francisco Bay Area?" And you guys play, well, that's what it's called. It's been called like that for like hundreds of years. Don't ask me. And so even though as a person who grew up nearby Candlestick Park, but not in the city, technically San Jose is part of San Francisco Bay, Oakland is part of San Francisco. So if you really think about it, I told Rudy, technically we are still San Francisco 49ers.
Mhm.
You guys play in a different city that's not Los Angeles. And I asked him, do you consider, he said, yes, that's part of Los Angeles. I said, all right, whatever. I'll take your word.
Well, Inglewood is Los Angeles. Yeah.
So I gotta have, I want to have him on my show again because I love listening to how smart he is about how the Rams are the best team in California.
Orange County, yeah, of course.
They have like 9 Super Bowls.
I remember when he said that.
Five with the Cleveland Rams.
You remember that? You remember that show where that goofball that the other Rams fan who was like talking crap about you? That's when Rudy said it on that show. Remember that guy who was being rude to you?
I just want to say,
Yeah.
Wolfie said a year ago on our draft coverage when I said I ran a 4.7 when I played semi-pro. He said that was bullshit, and I ain't never ran a 4.7. And I ran a 4.74 at 35 years old.
Yeah,
and
you
at
didn't
20
even-
pounds
yeah.
heavier.
And you didn't even stretch or nothing, and you probably had
Oh
a
no, I
couple.
definitely stretched a little.
Yeah, but no, you know what I mean. Stretching
Wait,
for
so-
weeks. In
Oh,
one
yeah, I
sitting.
didn't do
Hold on.
proper.
Did you eat a donut right before?
That would only give you like more juice to run faster. That
Hey, what's your
sugar.
favorite donut?
My coach advised 2 meals before my workout, and one
What'd
of
you
them
say,
be
Karan?
more of a liquid meal, like a lot of protein.
Yeah.
you say, Karan?
I said, what's your favorite donut?
I think donuts are overrated as shit. And I
Oh,
can't
I
remember
love-
the last time I ate it.
I like
I
the
love-
I like the jelly ones.
Just
Love
straight
donuts.
glazed if I eat it, and it's like half a donut. And I'm
I
done.
need strawberry frosted and sprinkles like Homer Simpson. That's my favorite one.
The Homer Simpson donut.
Yeah, strawberry frosted with
I
sprinkles.
like
baby.
the chocolate bars, those things. But
I like the jelly.
Nice.
Of course, when I worked out with my trainer, we didn't practice for the 40. We were practicing for 3 cone and 5-10-5 shuttle.
Nobody even did it, Levi.
Oh no, a lot. I mean, so fun fact, there were a lot of them that did it, but a lot of them gave up. They let them try those drills to try to get them to do it.
They
let
should
them
be
try as
mandatory.
many times as they won't.
They
I have
need to be
videos of them just
mandatory.
over and over.
These drills need to be mandatory. Come on,
So-
guys.
My favorite donut is not like those big brand donut companies. A long time ago, when I was a kid, there was a Cuban man who operated a small business
Papi Chulo?
on the side. No, on the side, he would make donuts in his little restaurant. And I don't know what he used, but it was so tasty, delicious. Unfortunately,
Cubans know magic, so that's why.
unfortunately, something bad happened. It got so expensive that they started to kick out a lot of these small business owners, and we started to get more Starbucks.
Yeah. Starbucks they want that property. Starbucks will pay anything. John Jay, you don't know because there's probably no Cuban restaurant where you are, but Cuban food is some of the best food in the world, bro.
Oh no, there's that famous place. If you are from here,
Portos?
it's the famous 23. Basically, the street is 23rd and Mission,
Okay.
There is this little liquor store that's been there for like I don't know how many years. And if you Google Anthony Bourdain, San Francisco Cuban sandwich, it will show you. And basically, the guy he's with, you know, the guy who's like showing him the area, they said, you eat this and you fall asleep.
Yeah. Unless you have un cafecito after, which is like this much coffee with like 6 cups of sugar in it.
I tell you, these are what are banging. I've been eating a lot of these Quaker Oats, cookies and cream, protein bars. Got 10
Do they
grams
have
of protein?
Okay.
But I don't only get them
I don't
when
want
they're
to
on
shit on your parade, Levi. Does it have palm oil? If it has palm oil, throw it in the garbage.
It probably does, honestly. Everything.
I'm just saying, palm oil is an oil that hardens in your body even when your body isn't cold. So that shit is fucking horrible. Okay, good.
So
that's not good. You know, I'm just saying.
All oils are bad for you.
Yeah, but palm oil is like when you know when you make ground beef and then the oil gets hard when it gets cold. Okay, that shit happens even when it's hot in your body. That is so dangerous, bro.
My physiology and anatomy teacher put it like this: any saturated fat that it stays solid at room temperature, you should never put in your body.
Never, please.
So like like butter that you can just leave out and it just is fine. You probably shouldn't put that in your body.
Oh,
I do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you saying butter doesn't melt? What kind of butters do you use?
Certain butters, yeah. You can leave out at room temperature and it won't melt.
You mean like margarines and shit like that?
I don't know. I haven't tested them. Just again, if you can leave it out and at room temperature,
just make sure your butter is whipped. You know, it's cream.
Margarine has been banned in San Francisco for like since 2008. So
thank God you can leave that shit in your garage and
you can't find that like in San Francisco. But if you drive outside the city, you can find it. So some people who like it, they just drive. Oh, I'm going to drive outside and get their. So
it won't surprise you. It won't surprise you to find out the kind of foods that have palm oil. Okay, it's like the worst shit for you. It's mostly what kids eat every day in school and things like that, and that's what's killing people, bro.
Yep.
That's why people are injured. That's why their muscles are shit. That's why their heart and their cholesterol and shit is real bad. A lot of younger kids are dying of heart issues now than ever before. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Also, vaping's at an all-time high. Middle schoolers are just vaping. And
I've never vaped one time. I'll tell you all right now, I've never vaped one time. I just do raw, old flour and fire. I don't know. I've never dabbed. I've never done wax. I don't know none of that stuff. I'm too old. I'm lazy.
Hey, I'm telling you, that stuff's actually cleaner for you.
Like I said, I'm old and lazy.
But it's also way too potent. Like
potables?
I know, like I walk out of my house and I see less people with cigarettes, but I see more of those vapes.
Oh yeah, and then they throw them on the trash, and you're like, "What the fuck is this thing? Is this worth money?" No, it's a vape.
And they're lying to themselves, thinking it's better than smoking a cigarette. It is so much worse.
I mean, kids are gonna do what kids do, you know.
Vapor is like 30% thinner than smoke. It passes through your membranes way more easier. It absorbs more. You do it actually more than you smoke cigarettes, and the constant high temperatures destroy the lining in the back of your throat.
Well.
It actually paralyzes the cilia in your back of your throat. So, like, you start having these mucus problems where it's always like,
yeah. Well, you can't even swallow sometimes. It's it's like your body telling you, stop this now.
I started school for psychiatry and then changed majors to nuclear medicine technician. So,
shit.
And then back to for sports management.
I was a janitor at Harvard. That's how I learned everything.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Wait, hold on. You worked at Harvard?
I was the janitor at Harvard, and that was my college education.
Well, you want to know what that means? You're smarter than all those students.
Yeah, probably.
He's the one that told Mark Zuckerberg about Facebook.
And then stole it from Kenny. He did steal it.
Hold on, time out. Let's do the math.
He did stealth it from me. He stealth it.
Possible.
Wait, the Amish make donuts, Bebop?
Dude, the Amish do everything. They can move an entire house with people.
He lives in Pennsylvania. I think they're Amish over there.
Levi's an Amish name. There is a huge Amish community in Pennsylvania.
Oh man, I've gotten a hotel in Amish country multiple times when I was on the East Coast. It's so nice and quiet and peaceful.
Yeah, we don't have no Amish over here. We're boring.
There's Amish somewhere near here, though, I believe.
It was too far for the horses to get.
No, some
Guide
of
of
them.
the century. Welcome to the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Now,
You've
now-
died of dysentery.
now
Good
we
luck,
do have,
partner.
Me as a kid, what the fuck is dysentery?
We
I
don't
don't
have
have
Amish.
Google.
You've died on
don't
the
have
Donner
Amish.
Pass.
We don't have Amish, but we have a lot of Mormons
Yeah, they're
out
sweet,
here.
especially the girls. They're cool.
McDiner knows.
They're loving type. They're very
McDiner
loving.
knows. He's in Utah.
I don't think McNiner has ever hooked up with a Mormon girl.
Whoa.
Ever? McNiner, a Mormon girl?
Are you kidding?
Oh, I don't know,
Biggest
man.
Oh, I can't be saying that.
Well,
Um,
usually they're married by the time they can go into a bar, so I wasn't sure.
No, well, once they get married, they start popping out kids.
They do.
It's what happens before then.
So they're rabbits.
Oh boy. I don't want to know what happens to Mormon girls before they're 18. Let's go in a different direction. Of the show.
Says if the
Yes.
Steelers get Kyler Murray, he's leaving the fan base.
Hey, there's a possibility. You know, everyone's been telling Ghetto. Kid
Yo,
that-
funny ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, I just said that everyone's been telling Ghetto Kid they're getting Kyler Murray.
Hey, I don't know. He's going somewhere. I heard the Vikings actually.
I was actually just looking up all the.
Last time I was in
the
Amish
agents and
country was
cuts.
a really long time ago. I think it was like 2010. But you know what happened? I almost hit a buggy and horse because when they make their lefts, they go wide. They go out to the right. They don't stay on the left, obviously. And like I didn't know that. I just drove down there from California from the first time I lived there. And I was driving back to New Jersey, and I was like, I almost hit this guy. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then we realized later that was totally normal. And I was the jackass.
Did y'all see Bradley Bozeman retired as well
No, I did not see
from the
that.
Chargers? So 2 centers retired. Super.
Oh
early.
yeah, I heard
Yeah,
something
man.
about that.
That's why when people are like, "Oh, we're taking O lineman," I'm like, "It's you know how hard it is to find an O lineman."
I mean, this is a good draft for centers, but shit, now there's like 3 teams looking desperately already.
Right, which means it's not a deep draft for centers anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna go way quicker.
They'll be gone in the second round. I'm telling you, by the time everyone catches up to everyone who actually is good, and all those people get compressed like a Microsoft computer when you do defragment it, and then there's going to be like 3 rounds of quality people, and then I'm telling you, the last 2 rounds of this draft, I don't think will be as fun as last year. But I've had people tell me they disagree, so I can't wait to see.
Honestly, I had
happens.
so much fun at the combine. I'm thinking about buying a ticket to the draft now. Buying one of those packages for the draft. Go see my buddy Jake again.
Why not?
Imagine they let you call the Ravens.
Oh, dude, dream. I'm going up in my looking for internship shirt.
Dude, honestly, why don't you pull like a Will Smith in that movie? Remember that movie with Will Smith was in where he just like kept going to the office and like kept applying and kept trying and then they were just like, bro, we want you to go away, so we're gonna give you a job. Then
If they let
that's
you
one
do
way to do
that,
it.
Levi, what would you say?
Please hire me. I've applied for your scouting department for 3 years and your film department. I tried to point out some of your film errors early in the season.
Yep.
Cleveland, Miami.
Security. What you have to do is
on the stage.
you need to go in there like Shador
fast
and be
as
like,
fuck, boy.
man, I don't want to be on this team. Why y'all even calling me?
I
on this
actually
team?"
asked the
he doesn't do
director of
that.
the combine and national scouting, and he actually told me to hit up Tampa and Miami.
Tampa would be a drive for you, no?
I mean, they're both like 2 hours away.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
But I'll be honest, I'd much rather do Miami.
Pursuit of happiness, yes.
I'd much rather do Miami.
Oh yeah, that was
Just because it's a project and that excites me.
That they should show that movie in school to kids. Like,
My specialty in Delta Airlines as a performance manager was, hey, here's emails of problems, just go fix them, find a way to fix them. So that's what I've always excelled at. So like I told the regional manager, I was like, when I become a station manager, I want to go somewhere. But I told her I want clearance to fire everybody. I am going to hire my complete staff, 100% mine. I'm not saying I am going to fire them, but if I want to, I'm clearing house. And that's what we actually did in Allentown, Pennsylvania. 30 people basically said, fuck you, we're not doing that. We'll all quit. And they said, bye. They fired them all and they flew 6 of us in, said, you can work as many overtime hours as you want.
Never
scummy
never threaten a boss like that, bro. He'll
Yeah,
drop
Delta's
your
the
ass in
biggest
a
airline
fucking
in the
second.
fucking well, it was. Yeah, you don't threaten Delta like that. We call Delta Mainline Big Daddy D. You
Who's
don't end
with
your Big
me?
Daddy D.
And they locked arms and they were like, security.
That's exactly what happened. They changed the schedule, and all the people were like, "We can't do that," and that's not how it works in the airlines. That we do a bidding system because I have flights that I have to fucking fill no matter what. Sorry, not sorry. And the flight schedule changes like every 6 months at minimum. Let alone you got to Bentonville, Arkansas, and you got to deal with fucking Walmart week.
So, Terradome is talking about Pursuit of Happiness. That was a good movie. I still have the DVD. I watch it every now and then. That was a real life story that they portrayed, and the movie didn't do justice because there's a place called the Glide Church where he and his son slept in, and while he was doing that, no one knew that that stuff. And so when they did the subway scene where like he locked himself in the restroom, you can't really do that because I know what YTC tells me the New York subway system is 24 hours. They close and they have the keys to open it. So that was probably like the only scene that was not true, but they really depicted the historical Chinatown, the hill up there called Telegraph Hill, and of course they really showcase our subway system, which is called BART. So they did a really good job, but they left out a lot of stuff because there were moments where he and his son were separated. But remember, they have to make the movie very happy. You know, they don't want to make it like a scary movie, but there was a lot of bad things that happened to that dude.
So let me ask y'all: are there any free agents that y'all have out right now that you're actually actively looking to re-sign?
God, no.
Brian Robinson.
I wouldn't count on him
Teron
coming
Jennings, Spencer Burford, Matt Hennessy, Clellan Farrell, Uter Gross-Matos, Jordan Elliott, Eric Kendricks, Curtis Robinson. None?
I mean,
Look,
that's a good problem to have.
if they bring back, hold on, I'm trying to get my camera on here. If they bring back Matt Hennessy, then obviously we're not drafting a center.
well, center wouldn't start anyway, so.
I mean, he's right.
When it comes to the guys I want back, I actually want Sky Moore back for a returner. That's why, not a wide receiver.
I'll
a
draft
returner.
one.
You know who's my
I
guy for that? The
want-
Navy guy.
I'll find an undrafted free agent.
Eddie Pinheiro would be nice at the right price. I don't want to overpay for a kicker.
Does he want like $6 million or some shit?
That was what he wanted last offseason. That's why he was a free agent. Obviously, he knows he's not going to get that now. We'll see.
I would ask for more if I was him. I would ask for more.
Well,
if I
right
was his
now
agent,
they're bringing. Look. Right now they're letting him hit free agency. Obviously.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because that's what I was just going to say. There's no way
So-
his agent is going to allow that shit. He's going to get more than he asked for last year.
Like all these guys were already ours. We could have re-signed them already, right?
Yeah.
So it brings up some questions on what the Niners are going to do going forward.
That's
Like
the
they
way, there
didn't
was four
tender
wide
Kalia
receivers.
Davis.
Go ahead.
Like our starting two interior guys, Jordan Elliott is a free agent. Kalia Davis, they did not tender. He's a free agent.
Cut him.
That's
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're gone.
so. It's just like, I mean, they're bringing back Jake Tonges. I have to. That's our tight end one until George Kittle comes back.
That I don't mind.
I
That
wouldn't
like.
be surprised to see Luke Farrell, the guy we signed last year, get cut.
Yeah, I don't
I
need that
would
guy.
not be
We'll get you some
surprised.
Charlie Kolar. We can't pay him, man.
Oh, Charlie Kolar is
Um,
someone that we should bring over. Absolutely.
What about that guy from the Browns? Do you think we could pick him up?
Well, yeah, and
No,
Joki's
no
gonna be
need
a player.
to. No need to
No?
get him. I'd rather have
Njoku?
Kolar. I'd rather have
Kolar would
as
be
a-
better because he's younger and can be eventually possibly the successor to Kittle. He's definitely
would-
about as good a blocker.
Kolar is my vote, and
Kittle's
yeah, for
definitely
sure.
God, I really don't want to
But
lose.
it's like running backs. Like don't even sign. Just get undrafted free agent rookie
course.
running backs. We don't.
There
need
were
that.
4 wide receivers, no running backs actually did, that stayed after the combine as they were kicking us out. I was getting the videos. 4 guys did kick return snaps. Callan Lacey from Louisville,
Okay.
Eric Rivers from Georgia Tech.
Okay, he could play wide.
Wetjen.
Yeah,
wide
Weegan,
receiver,
Weegan.
out of Iowa. And actually, I put a note on this one. He was he looks so natural doing it.
He's
Antonio Williams, Clemson, was by far the most natural catcher. back
Antonio
there.
Williams is one of my top 10, I think, wide receivers. Levi, you know how crazy that is.
And so, yeah, he's got great special. He looks so natural back there catching that ball.
Oh shit! Hold on, I got some stuff about him. Give me a
So when
minute.
it comes down to it, like there's rumors about us re-signing Kendrick Bourne. I say let him walk. And the reason
I
why
agree.
is we had 3 wide receivers that were basically the same wide receiver. Big, slow, and couldn't get open. And and we still have one of those 3 on our roster. So it's like, let's not have 3 of those. All right, let's mix it up.
He only had one good game against the Rams, and that's it. Kendrick Bourne.
I do remember he had that really good game. He hit like 500 yards, but played the whole season. So I look at that like,
I'll
Juwan
let him
Jennings
walk.
is more than likely going to price himself out of San Francisco.
I recorded almost all of the drills. Like I have 2 hours plus of just straight footage of zooming in on these drills and trying to
Levi, real quick. Here's the thing. Williams, I really like, but it's his body doesn't seem to be able to hold up. He's had some issues, and he's played with some players that were not the best quarterback. He's had injuries. His senior year was less productive than 24. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't want a guy returning punts if he's getting hurt from hits all the time, is all I'm saying. But I still like him as a wide receiver.
Yeah, he might be, like I said, might just be a special teams guy. Only, 5'11", 190.
Yeah.
Man, Bryce Lance looked good.
No, he's a big boy, though.
Well, so anyway, defensive backs, Chase Lucas. Oh, bring him back. No, they didn't tender him either. It's like they're making some decisions here. A lot of people are like, Renardo Green's on the market. Okay, who started that rumor? Like someone that doesn't like Renardo Green. Okay?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan.
Well, it's like this. Like what were we asking him to do? Play soft zone coverage. Okay, you're gonna get defensive backs are gonna get burned. Okay,
Yeah, he's not a zone guy. He's a man guy. I remember him on my draft special. He was one of the highest used man corners in the entire draft class, and he performed well.
and that's why I'm liking this Raheem Morris guy coming in, because he's aggressive. He's gonna put our corners manned up, and he's gonna blitz. He's gonna be aggressive, not passive. So, and like Kyle running the wide 9. Oh, I want you to run the wide. That doesn't mean Raheem Morris is going to be running the wide 9.
You got to have dominant D tackles to be running wide 9.
I know.
We do. That's what I'm told.
We do.
No, we don't.
I thought we had Alfred Collins and CJ West, and they were incredible.
Now, we had Jordan Elliott and Clea Davis starting last year. So it's like.
Yeah, I know. They didn't even start last year, so they should be ready this year.
Yeah, so
First and second round picks, they better do something.
So one of the problems
Or second and third.
Oh, you're
Second
talking
and third.
Michael Williams.
Include Mike Kelly.
No,
Yeah.
I could include his
And-
ass in there too.
Wasn't CJ West a 4th?
I think so.
Oh God, that's right. We took Nick Martin third for some ridiculous reason.
So
You'll find out next year.
Nick Martin's he's a hustler, but
So,
Yeah.
so
He
one of
hustled
the
his way onto the Niners.
one of the things about the white nine that someone was doing like some film study that the white nine is unfair to the defense because there's more people guarding. There's a lot of double teams, and the only way for the white nine to work well is if you're actually blitzing up the middle, which the Niners don't do much, and that's why the white nine, almost every team, there's so few, but almost every team stopped using it because it hurts their defense more. So I don't know why he's running.
It's ace. That's why.
Yes, it's ace.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kyle likes that old school shit. He'll be running the same plays in 10 years, and he'll still be making some good money doing it. Anytime Kyle does a tricky play or something, it's such a cool play, and it gets yards, and it looks good, and we just don't ever do anything like that unless it's like we need a miracle play. If not, it's just going to be some boring ass play.
No, I'm sorry, Mookie. I actually have a Joe Montana jersey right up on the wall over here.
I have his rookie card, but not
right now
signed.
he's in the vertical. He's watching us in vertical mode, so he can't see it. But I do. I have a Joe Montana jersey hanging up right over here. I feel you though. I don't know what that sucks.
That is.
But and I mean, when it comes to defensive tackles, yeah, we have Alfred Collins and C.J. West. The rest of the guys on the roster, we have Sebastian Valdez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have. That's right. That's it.
We have to draft them.
And at this
should have
point,
drafted them last year.
If you think about this, though, we have Samo, Nick Bosa, Mikael Williams. We got Bryce Huff. All these guys coming back. The rest of them, Keon White, the guy that got shot in his foot, he'll also be in there. That's 5 edges and 3 defensive tackles currently on our roster.
We're killing it. We got this, fam.
Evan Anderson. How could I forget about my guy? I like Evan Anderson.
Double E.
So we do have Evan Anderson. So that's 4 defensive tackles. Yeah. And 3 like 3 nose tackle types. So I don't know why Robert Saleh chose not to play Evan Anderson, but
he didn't like him.
He did.
He didn't like the cut of his jib.
I don't know.
That jib's worth cutting.
Like he was forced into starting due to injury in 2024.
Where does the beard
And
stop?
he didn't look bad. He was getting pressure up the middle. He was taking on blockers. He was doing what a big guy's supposed to do. I'm like, all right, we need that moving forward. And then all of a sudden they draft Alfred Collins and C.J. West, and he became an afterthought because Saleh wanted to start Jordan Elliott and Clea Davis, who aren't even going to be on our team now.
Yeah, but the worst part is the guy that they let go to the Browns was like one of the best D linemen in the league last year.
Yeah,
Malik Collins is who you're talking about.
Yeah,
smart move.
He was one of the better pass rushers.
If you got Myles Garrett pass rushing and a first round defensive lineman from Michigan, it definitely helps.
You bet your sweet ass it does. Thanks for pointing out how awesome the Browns are, Levi.
They've got some.
They're what? How many wins did they have last year?
They won a couple
years ago.
They won 3 of their last 7.
Actually, in the NFL. Like it wasn't that long ago. They just flopped, and then they made a horrible trade that destroyed their future.
So you're saying they were 3-4 in their last 7 games?
Isn't that amazing?
For the Browns,
with a 5th round quarterback playing with people he never played with before. That's pretty fucking amazing.
Down to 5th string tackles as well. They lost 1, 2,
and
3,
then
and 4.
And what do you always say? A quarterback needs weapon. Guess what?
They had to start KT
Livingston
from Kansas, who barely could make a roster.
Dude, Shador beat Burrow, and he beat another really good quarterback, but he also took the Bills down to the wire. And I don't know how they lost that Titans
But also,
game.
if he hadn't turned the ball over with that great defense, they could have won a lot more games.
Yeah. Well, what's what happens when you don't play with any of the people on the field? And it's kind of tough to get chemistry going.
Just don't make bad decisions.
And when people aren't blocking for you and they're putting you in high-pressure passing situations but not giving you any blocks.
Dylan Gabriel didn't throw those interceptions.
Did you not see the charts, Levi, that I sent
Dylan Gabriel didn't throw those interceptions.
Did you see the charts that I sent you, Levi? Then you'll see why Dylan.
I mean, it's
Daniels
just
didn't throw
him
the
and Dylan,
interceptions.
though. Like that's.
But now you see why he didn't throw the interception, right?
Gabriel never threw the interceptions in college. He was a much better under.
He was also on a super team, which I told everyone to beware of. And what happened to all the Ole Miss players last year? Remember, all the Ole Miss players were drafted by everyone. Where are the Ole Miss players?
Actually, let's look how the rookie class did for this.
Aren't
season.
they Isn't the quarterback starting for the Giants?
Anyone else?
Jackson Dart.
Next, who's the other Ole Miss player that's killing it?
You talking Jordan Watkins, the guy that didn't see the field because he was a rookie wide receiver, wasn't he?
He did nothing. Who else?
He did nothing
Walter,
because our coach is incredibly biased on rookies.
Well, you see what happened to Shador, so I'm not surprised. Now, what about Walter Nolan? Did he get to play the game?
I think actually when he finally got healthy, he was their best lineman.
I bet.
So I want.
Amazing.
Now, this brings up a question. We'll go to John Jay here in just a second. He says, hop off the Browns bandwagon. Is it a bandwagon or is it a manure cart?
How do you jump on a bandwagon of a team who's in last place? I don't understand. That doesn't even make any sense.
He's giving credit where credit's
I need to take care of shit because other motherfuckers getting paid money to do it ain't. That's what I got to do.
So,
all right, John Jay.
I heard something interesting. Are you saying that?
Yeah, that's
Dylan Gabriel. Were you saying that he was on Ole Miss, or did all of his players go to Ole Miss?
No. He was on Oregon, and they actually had like a decent amount of their players work out in the NFL.
Oregon is a school that stacks players around their players, and I will say this: their quarterbacks, very rare. You take away Herbert. The majority of their quarterbacks haven't been very successful in the NFL, so I will give that.
Which is why the Browns took him. If you do if it just works out, it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're on a good team like that, you do have to take that into consideration. When you're on a team of really good players, that you're all collectively putting belt to ass. It isn't one player on the line. It isn't one player on the D.
You can disagree with me, but when you look at Dylan's numbers, they were pretty efficient. I'm not saying they were good, but when you have 9 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions, those are efficient numbers. I'm not trying to say that.
I agree.
Right in the NFL, unfortunately,
he was efficient. The only thing was he just didn't push the ball down.
There we go.
He averaged less than 5 yards per play, and that is a disaster.
If you can't push the ball down the field like Tyler Huntley can't, you're going to be a backup in the NFL.
So when Shador started, everyone's stats went up. Everyone was happy. The team was having fun. It was a good vibe. It was a good culture. Everybody felt the positivity, and everybody was on board except the coach.
Buying your new coach, like a porcelain horse worth thousands and thousands of dollars for his birthday.
That's badass. You know that
I look at that. Someone trying to bribe, bro.
He doesn't need to bribe anybody.
Barely met him.
They know each other. They've spoken, and he knows that he likes horses. You know that.
I know.
So you know that because you're a rapist.
I know the whole story.
Most people don't know.
In any workplace,
it's
unprofessional.
That's
in any professional workplace.
That's a rich person funny joke. That's a rich person funny gift, Levi. That's just him fucking with people. You know what I'm saying?
On my professional opinion and the work that I've done throughout my life, that's not a good look.
Giving someone a horse head. You think that's for the QB1?
Any gifts for your boss in the certain circumstances that he's in, and how it was just.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any boosters getting arrested. I don't see any boosters getting arrested, so I don't know if it's going to go backwards.
Because they're paying the cop's salary too. I've met all of those boosters.
Yeah, so it's not going to go backwards either. But a bribe? You don't bribe a guy. This guy is getting his first chance to be a head coach. Levi, he was your offensive coordinator. He did good things for you guys.
I mean, he was extremely lazy last year. He gave up.
Would you want to be on that team last year?
Yes.
You said your coach was pure ass.
Harbaugh, though. He was sick of Harbaugh.
Pure ass.
Why would Harbaugh needed to go? Zach Orr needed to go. Mike McDonald needed to go.
Yeah,
they all got fired.
And they weren't ever
because they needed a voice of reason.
And they weren't going to make him the head coach. So why should he do anything?
He's lucky he got the head coach.
Now he's going to be
He
the
only
head
got the head
coach.
coach job in Cleveland because everyone backed out of it. And
Now he's
going to
be the head coach of a team for the
And
first
then Jim
time in his
Schwartz said,
whole
"Fuck
life.
everybody."
Like if someone gave you a kicking job tomorrow, you'd feel like that. It's your first chance to prove what you
I'm not
think you could be.
buying the dude anything. I'm not like
Oh my
it's again.
God.
It's a bad.
All right, look,
we got Pterodon in the building.
I'm not going to argue with you. You can feel however you want, but a bribe with a horse head?
Like I said,
What the hell?
bribe is a strong word, but it is unprofessional.
He's just fooling around, bro.
He's a rich
that's
boy.
just
is what it
Shador.
is. Yeah, he's a rich
It's
boy.
just Shador. Actually, Shador was not brought up like that, bro.
What
If
up,
you know the
Pterodon?
story of Shador, Shador was not brought up rich with
What's up,
everything he
Pterodon?
wanted. It wasn't like that. It just wasn't like that.
I see it a
So,
little different.
so guys,
Well,
I
you
just
got to
did a
learn more about
CPU mock
his
draft.
early days,
See what
is
they
what I
do.
would suggest.
Hey,
I
fellas,
have
They went
former
off-
profiling experience on the
Erdo.
federal level, so you
would
know.
it be?
All right, so he's just some rich, spoiled kid. He's a horrible football player.
No,
okay.
he's not 100%.
He's a bad
Like,
kid. Everybody hates him.
I
He's just
think
he's such
everyone
a dick.
has individual circumstances that they are raised in that, of
Mhm.
course, none of us can truly judge. But we are the person that we are for certain reasons.
He's just a
And
normal
when
kid.
you have a more, you're exactly right. He is a young kid, and so I don't put things on him. But you know, how you are raised as a child, you know, we can't
Probably
judge
what-
nobody. But
That's probably why he's so.
there's a
good
reason
at-
your psychologist asks you about your.
Probably why he's so good at proving
Psychologist.
people wrong.
Again, I
Jenny-
started school for
Jenny,
psychiatry.
so I did a CPU mock draft.
because I
This
have
is
a
the
bunch of
Browns.
crazy people in my family.
Their first pick was Ty Simpson, quarterback, Alabama.
That's Alabama, yeah.
I can't see that. I'm gonna put my phone on. I don't know
That-
where
that-
this
that is
Shador. I don't know where the
hilarious.
Shador hate comes from. I just don't get it. Like I don't know why people don't like the kid.
Denzel Boston.
Doesn't make any
I don't
sense.
hate the guy. I
No
keep
one-
telling you, I don't hate the guy.
No-
He's just
No
raw.
one
He
hates
needs to
him.
play.
No one hates
No.
the kid.
No one on
Oh.
this panel hates
Emmanuel
No, actually,
Pregnon.
there's a lot of
Oh,
people that
Austin
are paid
Barber.
money and they hate him.
Okay, you
That
all
is
like
true.
so you all like Shador. Okay,
You
that's
know,
fine.
I wish him the best. I
He
really
I
do.
know, like,
he
I
comes
want-
off wrong. You know, it's certain
And
kids
it
that
ain't him.
it's certain
Confidence
kids that come
gives
out. It's the baggage of his dad.
Here, let
Yeah.
me give you the phrase.
Again, it's
Confidence,
how he
smiles,
came up.
arrogance,
Hold on a
smirks.
sec. Hold on a sec. It's
Sorry.
it's how he came up, and it for you and me and regular people, if dad wanted us to learn a little quarterbacking, he would get the best high school coach in the region. You know, maybe Bill Latimer or Gary Sinise or somebody
Whoever
like
the,
that.
whoever the QB pro is in the local
hold on a
area.
sec. But when your dad can get hold of Tom Brady, and
I mean,
tell
he
him
didn't
tell him
trade
to drop. Hold on,
Shador
and
Sanders
tell him to drop by the house.
for a
And
day.
when I knew the cops in
It's
Colorado that
different.
were
It
sick and
comes-
tired of him
It
in
comes off
Colorado.
different. As a child, I know a lot of us can't remember how we were at 18, 19 years old.
Mhm.
But when dad can call over Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, or somebody like that, and they work with me,
Yep.
it
For how
can-
long?
It probably can. It just has a psychological effect. Is what I'm
But how
saying.
long did Tom Brady work with Shador? Tell me.
No, I'm saying not how long did he work with. Just think about this. Your dad can get you.
But I thought nobody
the
likes
best
his
qu-
dad.
Listen, hold on, listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you hear. Your
Oh, boy.
dad could get you the best quarterback in the business when you were 18 or 19 years old. You feel a little different.
But hold on, are you just guessing this, or you have facts about this?
It's psychological, dude.
Psychological.
Yeah, if your dad could.
When did Shador get trained by Tom Brady? Exact date and time, please.
Dude, it's documented. He was.
Shador was trained by
get him
Jeff
over
Blake,
there.
like a lot of other young quarterbacks. Jeff Blake from Cincinnati.
Jeff Blake?
Yes, Jeff Blake.
To Deion Sanders and the Sanders family?
Dude, that's who trained Shador. That's not me just
Dude,
doing it,
dude,
throwing shit in the
Listen,
air.
look,
That's
no,
what it was.
You're like a broken pencil, but you're missing the point. What I'm
Oh,
saying
boy.
is psychologically, it's a little different for you.
Mhm.
When dad can get Tom Brady or or Drew Brees or somebody to drop by the house and give you a few pointers.
Terry
Can
Bradshaw
I give
wore number
two,
12.
all
two
I'm saying.
examples?
It has a different effect.
TB12 to me is Terry Bradshaw, but
Okay, if Dad could get you,
all right,
Terry,
I'm just saying.
if listen real quick, Kenny.
You're saying Ken gets you.
Listen,
Ken gets you.
listen,
But
to
did
each
he?
one mouth again. Listen, let this sink in. If
I'm
your
hearing you
dad,
say things that aren't facts, bro. I need you to tell me
Look,
when Tom
look,
Brady
hey, look,
worked
look,
with Shador.
listen for a minute. Can you put him on mute? Hey, look, if your dad could get you Terry Bradshaw to come by and give you a few pointers when you were 18 or 19 years old, or whatever your formidable ages were, you kind of look at things different than the regular guy who came up, is what I'm trying to say. You may go ahead.
I know exactly
So
what
you're
you're saying.
saying
Peridot.
Tom
If-
Brady has mentored
just
Colorado
if Tom
Shador
Brady-
Sanders since high school,
Yeah.
according to.
How many times? Every day?
So
They've had a
What-
close connection.
So
since
Tom
high
Brady
school. But
he's left
hold
his
on.
home.
You're asking for facts. Let me give you two examples. You can go and find these videos, okay?
Okay. No, I'll take your word for
And
it.
it's these are again what I'm talking about, a certain way he acts and maybe a little unprofessional. He pulled his car onto the practice facility inside on the grass, and his own teammates were like, "Hey, bro, they told you not to do that."
Miles
and he's
Garrett
like,
swung a helmet at a
ticket.
player during a
Okay.
game when he wasn't
Second,
wearing a helmet.
There is him.
You're talking
Travis
about a guy
Hunter
who drove
and
onto some
Shador.
grass.
No, he is creating damage to the Colorado practice facility.
Let me go
He
get
has
my
been
feet.
fined multiple times for it. The police have told him not to, but they know all they can do is fine him because daddy.
yeah.
Again,
This-
I knew these
there are-
police
there
officers
are-
in Colorado.
There are
Second,
Texas high school players
Travis
who do
Hunter
that.
told Shador to his face, "You need to watch how you talk to your dad." And that is documented on
Well,
video. And again, check
Well, do
the
you know how
tone
his dad
on
has,
him.
do you know what his dad has done to him when he was a child?
So
Again, I've been very vocal. I don't think a lot of it's his fault. I think
So-
Okay,
again,
so
how you were
maybe
raised.
you can understand. why.
so I think-
No, not in those. His dad's giving him way too much. Again, like
So
So
Tom Brady
because
did his
he
life.
because of that, you don't like Shador as a
So,
like a
I'm
person.
not
No,
saying I don't like Shador.
that's
That's
not-
a false equivalency.
so
I'm just
here's-
asking you. I'm not saying. I'm just
here's
asking
the
you a
pro-
question.
Here's the problem that I
Well,
think.
we've answered that. Plenty
I think
of
I think
times,
this is the
so
problem
asking
that
again,
we're
false
having
equivalency.
right now, because I think everyone wants to listen to their own points of view. The point that we're trying to say,
Yeah, their
Yeah.
opinions.
it doesn't matter what child of any ethnicity, it doesn't. When you grow up and you have a famous parent,
Yeah.
and you grow up in an environment that most kids
Mhm.
do not understand. I don't know how Shador was raised. All I can say is this: his father was famous. He went to college because of his dad.
Mhm.
He went to Colorado
Okay.
with his father. Was he famous in Colorado? He was probably the number one famous person in
Mhm.
that area. And so the point is that some people, and I'm not saying anyone in this panel, but some people look at that and they're like, no one should be given special treatment, even him. And so some people look at that and they're like, and I understand where people are coming from, but I think the translation is very confusing. I don't care if he worked with Tom Brady. I don't care if he worked with this guy.
Doesn't matter.
The issue is
You
is
still have
that
to do it.
he has to prove it in the NFL. And if he proves it, just like I love saying this phrase, if he proves it and he makes the Browns a good team and they're in the playoffs, then you can say, I told you so. I told you so. Until then, he cannot do that yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I might be a few dominoes behind in understanding. I'm asking y'all to understand how Shador looks at things, but the people that don't like him look at him a certain way because he looks at things a certain way. You understand what I mean?
I think he's a very
people look at-
grounded, normal
People
kid.
look at him as entitled. People look at him as, you're cocky. You come off wrong, and that's the original preface of why the Shador hate. They hate him because
They ain't
he
him.
looks at himself a different way because it was a different life for him than other people.
I don't think that Shador sees himself like the way you guys see him, to be honest with you.
Well, of course not.
I don't know why you guys think he's like some like big time, like show off, loud, like extroverted kid. He's a really good kid who he happened to meet a lot of
from
good.
the locker room.
He probably is.
Did Terrell Owens' kid?
I believe he is. I believe he is, Kenny. But what I'm saying is what you're giving off to these people who don't like you. Somehow you're giving that off. It might not be reality. It isn't reality. For me and you who look at the soul of the guy, it isn't reality, but those people who judge, they look at it like it's not reality. I'm saying,
yep. And you know what? In the NFL,
why this is
really
why
matter
they
as long as you
hate.
can play, right?
This is why they hate. I don't hate him. I'm crazy about the kid. I thought he should have been the second in the first round, probably the second pick for a person who a team that needs a decent quarterback. He did everything a quarterback needed to do to be the second pick overall. Probably some in some circles, some might say the first pick overall.
He was a top 3 quarterback on everybody's list until the draft.
That's what it should have been. That's
Kenny,
what it should have been. But he went 5 rounds, and I'm giving you validity to how they look at him, how it must come across in the things that I've said or the things that I've heard and how it came across. He was at the combine. He didn't take his hat off. He was looking at his phone, or he was like, man, I ain't got to worry about this. For some reason, those people that made him wait 5 rounds to the level of the president of the United States, Donald Trump, saying, what the hell's going on with Shador Sanders? What's wrong with you people?
He decided not to throw.
That's because also like Lamar, the racists come out of the works.
Something was going on. But this kid
that's why
wait
Shador
5
did need a certain
rounds.
amount of defense in the draft because I grew up in the South. You know, Terradome being there in North Carolina.
To sabotage him and give him a bad risk coach and Jarvis Landry to pop off and come off some kind of way, or whoever the receiver was to come off some kind of way. I'm giving you validity to why they look at him there. It's got to be something.
Why didn't they do that with Terrell Owens' kid?
Because I don't know. But for whatever reason, Deion Sanders' kid, the best corner that ever played this game.
Well,
and coach
goat of DBs.
He's the goat of DBs. He is a national treasure media guy. They look at his kid different, and they have made it persecutorial.
What about Vlad McConkey? He did good.
But
they loved him.
And you do
but Vlad McConkey was not the best ever to play his position. He was very good.
But his dad was
I'm gonna respect that,
and he could have had anybody he wants to coach his kid.
Yeah, but he won't Deion Sanders. It ain't but one of those.
So here's
there's also no doubt they sabotaged Shador between head coach, somewhere between head coach, GM, owner. They didn't give him a fair shot. Let's be honest with everything.
It sounds like you guys are starting to come around. To be honest,
no, I still think my opinion of him, but I've also defended him as a player.
You think he's a punk because he drove up on the grass?
So I think again
a little bit.
Arrogance
it comes off a different way.
You got to
think in the mind of Colin Coward.
Arrogance is not a virtue. We seek virtue in life. Every Christian believes that.
In the mind of Colin Coward, who judges people if they wear their hat.
Yes. See, what I like to do is I like to go with what I like to go with what's I like to go
Colin
with what
Coward sees this and say that guy, he can't play. He can't be the CEO.
I critique Shador for breaking rules and being like, I'll pay the fine, I don't care, and not following the rules that every other player on that team had to follow.
He did that in the NFL?
No, again, I'm talking about Colorado.
I'm talking
These other people are critiquing Shador on like his
saying,
or some shit, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Seems like he's grown up.
So here's
it comes off
Debatable.
political.
He's
It
a good
comes
for
off-
teammate, Kenny, though.
So-
Like, case in point, he told Quinshawn Judkins
They love
about
teammates.
his
Love
socks.
him.
Let me give you a fun little story about him in the locker room. He actually told Quinshawn was getting ready to go out in the field. Quinshawn, if you know the NFL rules, your socks have to be all the way up, which in college, they don't give a shit about that. And he actually made sure Quinshawn did not walk out there and get a fine on his rookie year.
I just saw a Quinshawn interview today
That's a
where
good
he
friend
said
and that's a
nothing
good
but
team.
good thing about Shador.
so
Like I
Yes.
said, that's a good
Yes,
friend and a good
he
team.
said some, but what did Stefanski say? What did the decision makers?
yeah.
I think
say-
Stefanski was
How do
sabotaging
they
him. I
feel
think he was
about
the one.
Shador
He
saying
100% was sabotaging him, and the proof is everywhere now.
The GM and the owner
Yes,
wanted
and-
Shador.
and I'm
Stefanski
telling you-
didn't.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you why. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I am not saying this is the reality, but I'm telling you how they look at him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I
That's all I'm
apologize for that.
saying.
I apologize for that. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
see
so
that
Kenny-
at first. You were
Kenny.
just saying that's why they see him that way.
Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. I do apologize.
So Kenny, like
Good arguments all around.
one
Honestly.
of the reasons why Kenny, one of the reasons why like
Yeah.
people let certain behaviors happen to certain people is that when there's a rags to riches story, like for example, there was a kid from San Francisco. He was in foster care. He was homeless. He got drafted to the Bills. Okay, if he does like dumb things in Buffalo, the media will like, oh no, because of his upbringing. The how he grew up. Like we're gonna accept that behavior because of trauma and all that stuff. The society mentally is really stupid how they treat certain people. And you brought up Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, his story, his grandmother, like if you're a 49er fan, his grandmother made him be a man to like, stand up for yourself, talk, be who you are. And that's why I like Terrell Owens, because he was raised and a grandmother, telling his son, don't be pushed around. Shador doesn't have that background. And so
Terrell
when they
Owens
look at-
told someone that knew his mama in South Carolina to fuck off.
Well,
Yeah.
just so you know, Shador had it kind of rough. Like, he didn't have like a good childhood with his
Yeah.
mom and his dad. It
Yeah,
was
'cause I've
very,
met
it was
Terrell
very
Owens.
messed up, and it's actually documented on television, which is even crazier. And the way that he's as grounded as a nice kid as he is, I think it's a testament to.
I know, Kenny. You look at the soul of a man. The Bible says God looked at the spirit of a man, while the world will judge him on an outward appearance. And y'all were talking about Terrell Owens. We know the story. We look in depth to what shaped and molded you. But these media folks who are in Bristol, Connecticut, and wherever,
Where the
all
WWE is.
all they see is a guy who was coached by a dad who could do whatever he wanted to,
By the way, he wasn't.
bad stuff, and he comes off shitty to them.
Yeah.
That's base. If I could break it to brass tacks, Apostle Paul could talk to 8 different languages. They just look at him as a spoiled if we had a quarterback, Bobby Beathard's grandson, CJ Beathard. Remember CJ Beathard? CJ
Yeah.
Beathard had a lot of resources, and if CJ Beathard came in looking at his watch and having a little sign and stuff, it would have came off like sugar honey iced tea. We were like, this MFer ain't do nothing, regardless of how good he was. It would have came off to us like, what? You had a gated community, you ain't do nothing, you ain't overcome nothing. It comes off to them like that. It came off to Stefanski like that. It came off to 31 owners and 31 GMs in 5 rounds.
Well, the Ravens tried to, but he told them not to. And if he would have came to the Ravens, he would have got starts this year, actually more than he got for the Browns.
He would have, but the Ravens had a chance to get him and they didn't.
Well, no, we called him and he told us not to.
Okay.
He told us not to.
Well, he didn't want to sit behind Lamar Jackson MVP.
And that's slightly understandable, but at the same time,
I get
also
it.
saying you're not going to learn from Lamar. And of course, the Ravens would have looked at him as a trade asset.
Yeah.
And again, he would have got more starts at the Browns with way better situation. And I would have been happy with him. I would have.
That would have been fine, but I don't think he would have been
great.
happy.
I honestly think it would have been one of the best environments for that young man to get into.
Well, not now. Your head
Even as
coach
much as I
just
hate
left.
John Harbaugh.
Your head coach just left, and your OT just
it would've been great.
OC just left. It's not the best situation.
Again, but I wanted
And
Harbaugh.
now he has to learn another offensive system.
Yeah,
I ain't worried
especially
about
compared
that.
to where he was at. Cleveland is a sugar honey iced tea show.
Guys, I disagree with you, Levi. I think the Browns are going to be better than you in 2 years. Period.
Possibly.
Period.
Depends on the Lamar contract. How that goes.
That could be it.
Just
too,
remember that shit.
I mean, they do have to replace their entire O line.
And
Their
he
defensive
went to
coordinator
Cleveland
chose
Well, they
not to
he
already-
go
got a
back.
shot to start.
They already got somebody
and he
to
did
come and
start.
play
And
right
he made a
tackle
Pro
already.
Bowl. He was in the regardless of how it defaulted or how many names you went through or whatever. The man played in the Pro Bowl. He obviously made the right decision, and Cleveland made the right decision somehow, because the success of a rookie quarterback is, hey, what honors did you have? Well, I made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I know a lot of people don't think he deserved it, and I'm one of those people. But he deserved it in the sense of what he put up with.
You're not wrong there.
I'm
Tyler Huntley
I'm
didn't
not
deserve it
even
last
fucking
year.
kidding. I'm not even kidding.
In
And the
history-
Pro Bowl, as we all know, the Pro Bowl is kind of a little bit of a joke at this point, and it's more of a popularity contest, and that is what it is.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So,
history,
you know,
when we go back and look at people, history just sees PB.
Mhm.
It will see PB.
Facts.
I won't look back at anything else. When I think we were talking about some player, I think it was Randy Cross, and I pulled up his stats and I just started counting PBs and APs. I didn't say, well, that year Randy Cross was so and so got hurt with the Miami Dolphins and so got hurt with the Raiders, and so he made it by default. No, I'm just gonna count up. He got 6 PBs, he got 3 APs, he got a vote for player of the year. Let him in the Hall of Fame.
Luke Kuechly did not deserve that Hall of Fame.
See,
I thought he was fun to
Pro Bowls
watch.
did he have?
Well, I loved him as a player, but Marshall Yanda deserved that shit.
Yeah, well, there are definitely people who deserve to go before other people. I'll tell
I
you.
know.
I'll say that.
Yeah. Don't even get me into
he
that.
should go
Hall
in
that
eventually,
Hall
but
of Fame
he
pisses
shouldn't have
me
been
off.
this year.
I agree. There's no reason to rush these younger players.
If
There's no
Bill
reason.
Belichick didn't make it on the first round, it's all for naught.
Dude, I think
done.
New England
Bobby
wanted like
Wagner's not a
I'm
first-rounder.
done.
When he retires,
mm,
he's gonna. I don't know if y'all know this. Bobby Wagner is like 60 tackles away from passing Ray Lewis of all-time tackles.
Is he
So more
going to play
likely-
this year?
Yes, he is
Oh,
trying to break it.
wow.
He's only 36.
Bobby
Me and him are the same-
Wagner's got
Actually, he's a
stats
year
out
older
this
than me.
building.
He'll go
Bobby
back to
Wagner
Seattle.
done
Be careful.
balled.
He'll go
And
back
he
to
got a
Seattle.
ring, and you know,
I know, they picked him.
Frank Gore has 16,000
He's a leader.
yards. Frank, I don't care how he got. I don't care if he's a 90-year-old man that got 10 yards a year. There are only 3 people in the National Football who have played in the National Football League who have had 16,000 or better.
Mhm.
Their names are Walter Payton.
Mhm.
Their names are Emmitt Smith, and their names are Frank Gore.
Mm.
One of these is not the same, and
Mhm.
I don't care who he played for. I don't care what he did. I don't care how he did it. That's 16,000 yards.
Mhm.
Every year in January and February, we talk about who runs the ball well, and it was this dude.
Yep.
And for the NFL to say, well, we like receivers more, or we're gonna put in Curtis Martin on first ballot and stuff.
Wow.
It flies in the face of everything I know and have endured and have been playing this game for 50 years.
Mhm.
I don't care what it is. That's 16,000 yards
Yep.
rushing. That's
I
more
love
than
how David's just
OJ.
doing a mock
That's
draft
more
in
than
the background, by
LaDainian
the way.
Tomlinson. That's more than Barry Sanders. That's more than everybody else. You third all time
Yeah.
in running the football. Dude, it ain't supposed to be close. Bill
Yep.
Belichick got 6 rings as a head coach and 2 as a defensive coordinator. His game plan is in the Canton Hall of Fame for how
Yeah.
he shut down the Kelly offense.
Yeah.
And you telling me he gotta wait? that owner, Bob Kraft, has done tremendous for this job. He's the one that took Tom Brady as 199th pick. He's the one that hired Bill Belichick. He's the one that hired Skarnecki. He's the one that made it the quickest to get to 6. And you gonna make him wait? I'm so, man, FUCK, that Hall of Fame voting, Bill Polian, and all you
on this mock draft, David.
Y'all ain't
I want to play
honey iced tea. I don't want to hear it.
You're playing your reindeer game
So
without
if
us.
you guys don't notice, I'm doing CPU mock drafts. Just,
okay, never mind.
just to
Also, if you're,
see what happens.
I think everyone in here,
See what is.
even the Ravens fan, are all
Thanks.
secret 49er fans.
So
if
far-
you remember those tough years, Frank Gore was the main attraction. Just remember that.
That was all we
I
had,
love me
John
some
Jay.
Frank
That was
Gore,
all
honestly.
we had.
You
But
think
the
anybody's
funny
not?
part
You,
here-
you think? Oh,
And every
And
time
I remember
they are
Walter
taking
Payton.
Ty
Walter
Simpson.
Payton. Real quick, I remember Walter Payton, man. He was on some sucky Chicago team. They had not the only reason you tuned in was to watch Sweetness. That was it. It was Sweetness. Not
Oh my
until
God, that's so
84,
funny.
85, 86 did they start winning, dude.
Can you remember a wide receiver on that 85 team?
There was a Willie Galt.
Okay, because I couldn't remember
Wi-
one.
It was Willie Galt, and I can't remember maybe Dennis McKinnon, and that was only because I could play Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
That's really, but
And you didn't even want to use them, but you just wanted to use Walter Payton anyway. You're like, who the hell are these wide receivers?
I just wanted Cap Bosa in that unstoppable play in the 85 Bears defense.
Yeah.
But Sweetness was one of the greatest players that ever played the game. He didn't have to wait around for this, man. 16-3-15, I think, or 16-3-35 was his total of rush yards for the National Football League, man. Sweetness went in first ballot. How the hell Frank Gore can't go in first ballot?
That's crazy.
you think anybody's gonna pass Frank Gore all time on this time NFL?
It ain't but two past them, and that's Emmett, who's got 18,000 plus, and Sweetness with 16,000 plus. Nobody can come close. Nobody active will come close to that.
Right.
Maybe Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry would have to go out here
Play 5 more years
and average 2,000 a year for the next 3 years.
I don't see that. I don't see that
think
happening.
I don't think
There
he's
you
going to play
go.
5 years, and he's not going to do that. So
There you go.
So Levi, I'm noticing that like out of the 6 CPU drafts, right?
Yeah.
Your team is taking roughly 4
Fuck yeah.
defensive linemen.
Fuck yeah.
This time they took 5.
Good. Fuck yeah. And we got Desmond Reed. Fuck yeah. I love it. Caleb Proctor, Desmond Reed. Oh, yeah, you fucking gave me Dunker. Yeah, yes, please. Give me all. I'll take half those picks right there.
you sure you want Dunker?
I'll take me some Dunker. I'm not in like
Ooh,
super
you
in love
took-
with him, but he's definitely decent.
I've been trying to knock him down, but he's making me like him.
I like Logan Fano, man. That's a good pick.
I know, right? Like,
I have some bold news. Number one, I don't have my number one tackle is Monroe Freeling. It's been since the beginning of January. You see it as soon as you watch the tape. I sent McNiner some tape today. He blocked 2 guys on 1 play.
Yeah.
And I don't mean at the same time.
good.
I mean he blocked one in one direction, and then he blocked one in another direction and opened the hole by himself.
He's good.
And this is why, because I have Mary Noah and I have let me see. I have some guys in the interior, bro. Like Fano and Mary Noah, I have as guards. I'm sorry. You can't be under 6'6" and have less than 34-inch arms and play tackle. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a smart move.
They
Pterodome,
judge
your
arm.
boy from the U, not Moago, the other guy.
Bill.
Yeah.
Big Bill.
Longest arms, I think, in combine history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about Lomu, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lomu, I like. Lomu and Freeling are my guys.
Big Bill. Big Bill's gonna make some money, man.
But I
He's
also
gonna
have
go first
Caden
round.
I know Caden
he
Proctor
is.
is a little big, and he might be a little slow when it comes to the pass rushers on the outside, but if he just loses a little weight, Caden Proctor is going to be one of the best
I
tackles
like
in this
Caden
draft.
Proctor. I like
He can go to the Texans.
No, I like Caden Proctor. I love him. And the excuse we use is, oh, he's too big for this system. Dude,
Yeah. Too big is a good problem to have.
yes.
Yeah,
You know,
He's got over
Definitely.
34-inch arms.
I hope we got ladies.
Violent.
I hope
Violent.
we don't have ladies in the audience, but normally,
Cleveland.
if
Five-star
you tell a
recruit,
man he's
battle-tested.
too big, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Kenny, we got to talk about the Cleveland Browns draft here. So their
Oh,
first,
no.
with the sixth pick, they took Ty Simpson, quarterback,
Oh,
Alabama.
Brown things.
On the 24th pick, they took
Concepcion.
Casey Concepcion.
Oh my god.
Poor kid.
I mean,
Poor
I'm
kid.
looking at this like
So they're for
If-
me,
this
they're
is-
already
this is
0 for
Brown.
2.
Y'all have seen like he was getting hated online, but he's got a speech impediment. Like
Oh, no.
people,
yeah.
people,
Really?
yeah, he, dude.
That's
Nah,
not why they should be
So
hating.
actually, Terradome, he's actually from outside Charlotte, where he went to high school. His high school, I looked this up because I was like, you know what? How much you want to bet every fucking teacher just ignored his ass? And then he got to college, and they're like, well, can he catch a ball? Fuck it, I don't care if he can tall. I'm here to
I'll
catch
give him,
balls.
you
His
know.
high school, 446 out of 448 in the state.
What's
Rated
the name
E
of the
and
high
F the
school?
last few years for school.
Do you know the
rating.
name of the high school?
I'll look it up real quick.
Ooh. I don't. I like those picks though. I like the Chris Johnson. I like the Brian Parker.
okay, you like Chris
Julius
Johnson,
S.
Brian
Chambers,
Parker. What about,
formerly known
what
as
about
Vance High
Katron
School.
Allen, the running back
I like
from Penn
that.
State?
I don't have a problem with that. The Bo Stevens, he kind of fell a little in this last combine, but I don't think he's a bad player. Bud Clark, 100% in.
then-
Kyle Lewis,
then
I'm
dude-
100% in.
Put in chat.
Taylor Green, I'm 100% in. Eli
Dude,
Heidenreich.
if he switches
That's
to wide
fun.
receiver, like
Oh, I know.
I know some
Or he
people.
could play
He's like, I'm a
tight end.
quarterback, and like they talked about it. Like, yeah, you're good, but like you didn't put up numbers like Lamar.
Taylor
Well,
Green.
this guy's from Navy. I mean,
Dude,
Yeah.
that's my special teams guy.
Yeah, this is the guy to return punts. Exactly.
Yep.
I think
He's
they
got
have
great
to
special
fulfill
teams.
their
Yo, the-
military obligation first.
The computer did a really
Yeah,
nice job,
they
to be
very
honest.
rarely tear down.
dude, if this guy switches to wide receiver, 6'6", 227, 436, he's gonna
He-
tear some people.
He broke like 3 or 4 records in the combine.
who were we
But
talking
yeah,
about?
so
Taylor
basically,
Green.
if he
Oh,
just
yeah,
sticks to his
monster.
normal position, the Browns took 2 quarterbacks
Funny thing is, I was
like
on a
they
Raiders.
did last year.
I
You know
was
what's
in a
weird about
Raiders
actually-
chat.
Oh, go ahead,
Told
sorry.
them about Taylor Green.
So weird thing about Taylor, watching him throw, he actually looked better on the deeper throws. Well, other than one, he threw one of the worst deep go balls I've ever
His-
seen in my life.
his
It went
arms
so
are
far
too
out
long.
Of bounds.
His
It
arms are
went
too
so
long.
far.
Wide
But, like,
receivers.
so
So
is-
this
got
is the
potential.
Bengals.
The Bengals
So
rock like
you
an
see Spencer
Egyptian.
Fanu, right?
Yes, we do.
He took snaps at center at the combine.
That's another thing. Center and for Maui Noah, same thing. These guys can be guards or centers, but I wouldn't put them on the edge, and they are not in my tackle rankings.
Now, do you guys see something?
What are you talking about,
Wait,
David?
did like he
They're
get drafted by 2 different
brothers.
teams? Oh, okay.
Oh,
They're
he's only
brothers.
6. No way. They don't have the same name.
Logan and Spencer are brothers.
Fanu?
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
one is on DE. Oh, yeah, no, I know about that guy. I thought you were showing Spencer.
They're brothers.
I was like, what
They're
happened to his
brothers.
hair?
Okay. Yeah. Spencer Fanu is he's the tackle. I think he's going to be one of the top tackles taken.
Yeah, but you know who's better brother
Oh, shit, I
brother
didn't see
tandem is
anything
a
about
Sonny
this.
Styles and his brother, the
Oh, no
the
doubt.
My dad got
linebacker.
balls of steals, bro.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
they-
believe
If he goes to
that.
sperm bank, he'll be a billionaire.
Yeah, they real.
Dude, I couldn't believe
He can
like,
retire
his,
as a stud.
his brother, the safety, ran that forward. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa.
They were
Two
Yeah.
2 seconds faster,
That's
David.
fast.
2 seconds
Uh-oh.
faster.
Mel Kipper has us picking Caden Proctor.
Aiden Proctor.
Offensive
Yeah.
tackle slash guard,
Guard,
Alabama.
Alabama.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be mad. They say he too
I was just
big
gonna say,
though.
I don't know. I wouldn't pass up on this guy. He's no Kelvin Banks, but
I would take him Bebop, but I don't think Kyle will do that. They
oh yeah, I
they
have a
look
problem
for
with it.
different stuff. I you know. And
He's really big
and if
for
I
a guard,
could,
though.
if I could just get in on that, I'll do it on my own program. But man, it really pisses me to the highest pistivity that you and I David
You and
McDonough,
I.
me and you have been looking at offensive linemen since 2022, and a lot of our mock drafts are exactly what the Seattle Seahawks did for the last 3 or 4 years. And they're hoisting the Lombardi on Levi's Stadium and
Yep.
smoking cigars in our home locker room. And all we got is Kyle and that damn Chris Forrester talking about, well, we got a certain
I
way
told y'all
we
Mike
do
McDonald
things
was a damn
here
good
and this
coach.
and that and that and this. It can't be just coincidence. It can't be just
No, it's called paying attention to your O line while you pay attention to your offensive.
That's what
weapons.
I'm talking about. It's a philosophy of, I don't put much stock into O line. I'm trying to get skill positions who can't even play. You go out here and get these running backs who can't run diarrhea. TDP and Sermon and then get receivers who can't play dead in a Western. They don't know the route tree. They line up wrong. Danny Gray can't get on the field, and AJ
Oh my
Jenkins and
God.
stuff like that. And
By the way,
and to
guys,
see Seattle go out and get the players that we identified was, this has got to be the guy. This has got to be the guy. It just tears your heart out, man.
Heman Wari.
NFL and
Gray's
Amazon
able.
2 days
Yep.
ago launched
NFL
the
and
new,
Gray's
able.
next gen
Dude.
stats. By the way, I put it in
We
the
call-
chat.
we
NFL
call that.
IQ is what it's called now. If you're looking for the next gen stats, that's what it's called.
We called it, and we're gonna go out here and do the same thing again, man. We're gonna get Concepcion, and he can't play
Oh.
dead, and we're gonna get something stupid.
Oh,
Ricky
God.
P.
Dude, I don't.
He's
I
gonna
can't-
get shot, and it just boils me over. Tristan,
You know
Wirfs,
it's going to be wild stuff.
You know.
You know it's going to be wild picks. You know.
I know.
we'll get a
You
punter
know it.
and a kicker and a holder. We're gonna use first round money on a holder, and that's what pisses me off. That's what
Second round last year. Guess who got picked right after us? Levi, do you know?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Or anybody could answer, but who was picked right after we picked in the second round last year? My favorite edge
The
that I would
Ra-
trade
the
Miles
Ravens.
Garrett for
The
tomorrow.
Ravens.
Donovan Ezra-Rocket.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Right after
Yeah.
we picked.
Yep.
And Ezra was
Embarrassing.
actually pretty
It's not
good.
even a
And
friggin'
on a
tough-
horrible Cowboys defense.
That's what.
Oh my God.
That's what I've dug deep to have therapy with myself and say, what is pissing me off about this combine process and this draft process, and that's what it is. I look back at Seattle and see what they did. I look back at LA and see what they did, and those are the guys that we wanted. Those are the guys that we mock draft. But the 49ers feel like they got. You feel like you good because I don't know. We making miracles out of chicken crap.
Yeah, it'd be
And
nice to
you're-
make
and
miracles with good
it's
players.
Not a miracle. Just get good players. Just prioritize the best and teach them. If you can teach this guy to be, as Forrester would say, I could take this guy and make him this. What then can you take the best offensive lineman and do? Don't be stupid. We just so stupid.
Yo, here, real quick, if you guys didn't notice, at the end of last season, Tyler Shuck was going off. I talked about how I like Tyler Shuck, but he
I
was
like
doing
Tyler
it with,
Combine.
who his wide receivers were? Does anybody know?
You
Maybe-
said
It was
Absolutely
it was
not.
Ronnie Bell and
Yeah.
Dante Pettis, and he was going off. Okay,
Ronnie
so there
Bell
was
from
nothing wrong with
Michigan?
those guys.
Mhm.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with those guys. The coach doesn't know what to do with them. Is what's wrong with them.
that's the problem that really pisses me off
Our wide receiver coach,
is that
Yeah.
who was a wide receiver.
when you draft a player, and the Niners have done this, Kyle has done this. You draft them, you put them below the depth chart. When you start playing them, they don't do what you want to do, and then you let them go, and then they go somewhere else. And I want to say this to just as a point, because I know a Bears fan. When the Niners were in Chicago, and Justin Fields was the quarterback, Trey Lance was starting. Dante Pettis was that guy who caught that ball and he scored a touchdown. And
For the Giants, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. And then I also trolled YTC. Hey, look, Dante Pettis. Hey, and then that other Niner player receiver that was there, just having fun with them, saying that look, that those teams had very little talent, and they were. Oh, Richie James was on the New York Giants, and he was thriving, very well. And so it just says a lot that if you rely more about players that you can control, and Kyle has admitted this, that he's more harsher on wide receivers than anybody else. Maybe you shouldn't be drafting wide receivers if you're going to be harsh on them.
Exactly.
So there's a lot.
By the way,
problems.
Spencer Fano's arms were the shortest of the entire tackle.
Yeah, you can't be a tackle, son.
Like I like
Marinoa too.
And even though his arm length is smaller than the next guy, he has a bigger wingspan, which means he has a bigger chest, aka a bigger target with smaller arms.
The one thing with Maui
arms.
now, the one thing that's better than Fano is Maui Noah has big hands. So if he can get his hands on you quick, if his hand placement is good and his hands are
He
fast,
measured 9-inch hands, by the way. He's got
that's
smaller
not that
hands
big.
than me.
I was going to say that's not that big.
Kenny, you
Maui Noah. Wait, but not Maui
like I
Noah,
said,
you're
NFL IQ just launched 2 days ago.
I'm
I
sorry,
just got the
John
thing
Jay.
on it, so that's where I'm
Kenny,
going.
you brought this up, and you and I looked at it very different. I really liked the Watkins draft, that receiver, and you were saying, but he's not going to play. He's not going to play.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So he could be great, guys, but we're never going to see wide receivers like it doesn't matter if we add somebody; they're going to be the fourth option still. CMC, right? Ricky Pearsall, and you got Kittle. Okay. So Kittle, Ricky Pearsall, CMC are already going to get all those targets and runs and everything right off the bat. Who wants to run over here and be the fourth option? Why do you think Brandon Ayuk wanted to get the hell out of here too? And it doesn't matter who the fourth option is. It doesn't matter if we take them in the first round, if we take them in the fifth round. They're going to get schemed up and they're going to be wide open if they do what they're supposed to do, because that's what Kyle does with that fourth option when you're all your guys on Kittle, or your guys on CMC, and all your guys on Jennings, Pearsall, whoever is going to be out there. You know what I'm saying? So like that fourth option is going to eat. All you got to do is know the route tree, know your timing, do what you're supposed to do, and just get there, and the ball will be there. Brock will put it right there. Mm-hmm. So we don't need some special fourth option on this team is all I'm saying. It could have been Watkins. It could have been, it could have been somebody we already had. It could have been Cowing. I don't know what's going on with the Cowing either. But
I know what's going on with Cowing, actually, because he was a target monster in college. He was like 30 to 40% of the entire offense targets across the board. And then what happens when you stop doing that?
You lose your rhythm, man.
There is a difference between game shape and being in shape. And you can't be in game shape unless you're playing the game.
Mm-hmm. You need to be taking reps every day, playing every day, but real reps.
Whenever you're trying to do, is how I got hurt, man. When you're trying to play at a certain level and your muscles are not ready for that, for whatever reason, that difference is how injuries are created. It's as simple as that.
It's
your
also
body
the
tries
difference,
to do something it can't do no more.
And on the field, it's a big effing difference.
Yes.
Yes. And now, I, keep saying this. The Pac-12,
I know. Did you see I'm sorry, John Jay. Just watch the film.
Yeah. Also, your boy Max Ironcore is pretty high up on there.
I don't.
He's considered elite level.
I don't know who I was talking to. I think it was like Niner Media, and he talks about the Arizona schools, and I said, as a Cal Bear fan, screw the Arizona schools, but I said that this kid Cowan is overrated. What he did in Arizona at that time, like, I don't know who said this. He had to carry that team because that team was trash.
Here's the next gen numbers, by the way. I got it sorted by arm length. So of course Markel Bell, 36'38", bro.
My man, left tackle.
Levi, if I text
you, got small hands though, apparently. But
Levi, if I text you a clip that's like 13 seconds, can you play it? You think, or on your phone, or should I email it? Will you be able to play it?
I mean, you got to be careful on the clips though.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get us
No,
Yeah,
it's like basically it's like 13 seconds of Monroe Freeling opening up a hole by himself, but it's very focused in. It's super extreme close up, and there's writing on it and shit. It's
So-
not like a game. It's like
So
film
we're not sponsored. YouTube. This website is not sponsored by us.
Oh, look at the tight ends.
shit. Oh
now.
no, I love this website though, especially for the rookies.
Like I said, this is NFL IQ. It
Well,
launched 2
guys,
days
you know
ago.
it's
This is
getting
the new
late.
next in set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get out of here, man. Wrap it up.
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
getting late. It's time to
Okay.
go.
Time to go.
So thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate all of you. You know,
Mhm.
everybody
Yes,
tune in to
sir.
Terradome tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
And of
I got a
course,
meeting
tune
tomorrow
into
morning.
the mock
They
draft
scheduled us a
this
class.
Saturday night where we have a new special guest
Nice.
coming in.
Oh wow.
And
Like always,
That's pretty
F the
much it.
Rams.
well, you know, like Corey Davis says, go 49ers.